Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the live. Give me 1 second as I get everything set up here. You know how it is. Here we go. You know how it is. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Alrighty. Nice, nice, nice. And here we are. Hey, Patty Cakes, how is it going for you? Awesome. Yes, Milo, I can add you. You're a minute early. Well, you are a minute early, and I'm like an hour and 25 minutes late. You know, that it evens out eventually. Sorry, guys. Was a very good day, very interesting day, but a little hectic nonetheless. So, we'll get stuff going here. All right, let me roll up my sleeves. Let me get my stuff written down here. And we'll see what we can come up with. And yes, I am wearing a... I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's pink. It looks more... It's like a light pink, but it looks more brown on camera. Oh, I think you guys will like this one. You know the drill. I'll show you some of the art stuff I'm doing here. This one I enjoyed doing, so you guys tell me what you think. I'm going to send it this way to my laptop, and then we can do it. Hey there, Ariel. Yes, I can add you. Hold on 1 second. There it is. Awesome. Thank you, Patty. Okay, here you go. Now I'm going to go like that. What do you guys think of that one? I'll put you on the list, Mac. Don't you worry. This one was fun to do. I'm going to shrink it down just a little bit more. Kind of has a tropical vibe to it. Well, thank you, Mac. I appreciate that. I love sharing my art stuff on here because you guys are always so kind. Awesome. Awesome. I don't know if there's any other ones on here that are... Well, there's that one. Ah, hell, I'll go for broke. We'll just do it this way. This will be the last one I show, and then we'll get started, and I'll get on the list here. This one's going to cover up more of the screen, but... kind of neat, you know? These are some of my favorites to do, these, just this kind of artwork. Very fun. Okay, so I'll go here and I will remove it. Then I'll go here and I will remove. And what's this one? Oh, I never named that one. Okay. Thank you, Mac. I'm glad you enjoyed last night's stream. I try to bring that sense of levity in. And I do have a really good time. I really do. You guys make it really fun, and let's have another good one tonight, okay? So let me move stuff over. There we go. Okay. So we have, let's see, we have Patty, Maylu, Ariel, and Mac. And then Ivory, I'm pretty sure. Patty, Maylu, Ariel, and Mac. And hey there, Ling, how are you doing? We'll do... I can put Ling on there also. Thank you so much, Ling. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. Okay, let's get things ready to go here. And so, Patty, you're first up on the list. So you tell me what your question is. Also, I'll introduce you to our special guest host. It is this coffee. Okay? I know what you're thinking. My womanly figure is going to be destroyed after I drink this. And you're right. It's a risk I'm willing to take. This is a cold foam cinnamon dolce drink. I don't know. It's good. It's a coffee drink. Ooh, smells good. Oh, okay. So it's okay. I'll read the back to you, Meilu. Oh, okay. The back says venti cold brew, cinnamon dolce syrup, and then there's 5 shots of espresso, vanilla sweet topping, and cinnamon dolce in CF. I don't know what that means. Maybe it means, see, I'm effing myself because I'm having coffee really late at night. For me, personally. But, yeah. Okay, so Ariel just paid, but Patty, if you're there, I can do your reading and then Ariel's. If not, I'll just do... Okay, we'll just do... No. Ariel, you're good. Post your question. You're just fine. Post it again. We'll just do yours. Cold foam. Yeah, so it's, you have to try it, Mac. If you haven't been to Starbucks, I don't even know if you have Starbucks in, is Starbucks in Canada? Or no, you guys have, Tim Hortons, right? Or am I thinking of something else? It's good, though. The cold foam is just like a really foamy, good foam. I don't know how to describe cold foam. It's cold, it's foam. Boom. Cold foam. Yeah, when you're ready, April, let's look at that for you. Or Ariel, not April. Ariel. Dark chocolate, no sugar. That is, that's what the CF stands for. Oh, the cold foam. Makes sense. You're right. You're right. So you were saying cold foam, that's what the CF stands for. Completely went over my head, which is crazy because my hair is 5 feet tall. So, yeah, you know that's kind of the deal there. Alright, so I'll put Ariel on the paid list and we'll do her reading right now. Ask again, Ariel, if you wouldn't mind, and then I can address your question. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, okay. Okay, and then we've got another one after that. Okay. Oh, that's you, okay. Perfect, Haitian, we can do that. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. The Haitian donation. It starts a conversation. That's it. That's all I got. Okay, so let's look at Ariel's question and see what we can do. Hey there, Lynn. How is it going, my friend? Where's my... Ah, there they are. There they are. Okay, so let's get this down a little bit. Let me slouch just a little bit here. There we go. Now we can... Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna have Ariel first, and then we're gonna have let's see, and then we're gonna have Haitian after Ariel. I like the way your name is spelled, Ariel. It's really nice. I've never seen Ariel spelled that way, so... But I haven't seen the name Ariel that much. But anyone who is named after the Little Mermaid, that is a friend of mine. I always wanted to wear the seashell bikinis myself. They didn't fit as well as you would think. You know? I couldn't be part of that world, so to speak. Also, you think it would chafe the nips a little bit if you were wearing a seashell bikini. I'm just gonna say it, right? You gotta have pads on underneath. I'm sorry, guys. It's where my mind goes. Mac gets it. Mac gets it. All right, let's see what we can come up with here. God, I remember growing up watching all those Disney movies. One of my favorites was Mulan. Have you guys seen Mulan? I mean, not the live action one. I haven't even seen that one yet. They removed one of the scenes though that I felt was the most iconic part of it. But Mulan was really good. The cartoon. And then, let's see. What's everyone's favorite Disney movie? Mulan and Hercules, I think, were mine. Hercules was one of my favorites. Or Aladdin. Ooh, maybe Aladdin's better. Shit. All right, let's see. Ariel says, is Scorpio lying about the business trip? Let's look here. What'd you say? I didn't see it yet. I haven't seen it yet, but they removed one of the parts that kind of made it good. You know, kind of made it like more interesting of a show, but anyway. I'm probably not going to see that one. Love Cinderella and Sleeping Beauty, but I appreciate them. Yeah, Cinderella was really good. Sleeping Beauty creeped me out when Maleficent turns into the dragon. It got a 5.7 out of 10. That is 5.6 points better than I thought it would be. I thought I'd get a 0.1 out of 10, so that's good. That beat my expectations into the freaking dirt, so that's awesome. All right. Everyone calm down. Let's see what we can come up with here. The live-action Lion King can give you nightmares, though. That was a weird stylistic choice for the art for live-action Lion. I did not appreciate that. Oh. Morbius got a lesser score. I haven't seen Morbius. That makes sense, though. I don't like Jared Leto in anything. His first stuff, like Mr. Nobody, is really good. That's kind of the one I remember him from. I know he's been in a lot of movies, but did not like him as the Joker. I won't watch that one. I brought that up to my girlfriend. I said, "Do you want to watch Morbius?" And she's like, "Hell no." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I hear you." I am gonna watch The Secrets of Dumbledore though. I heard a lot of people didn't like that one, but I like the Harry Potter universe, so I just want to watch it to see. We have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Hierophant in reverse. We have the Tower. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. And we have the Moon card upright. So, how I'm looking at this, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant, and the Tower. These three cards right here say a story, okay? The one... There we go, Chim Chim. Can you pin that or can I pin that? Because Chim came up with that, and I think that's awesome. I think we need to have that pinned up at the top there. We will celebrate Pride Month all month. That's what I'm wanting to do. Oh, man. God, that's good. I think you have to. Oh, I will. I will. But Seven of Pentacles in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, the Tower. Wait. Okay. Hey there, Chim. I've never seen handwriting that tiny. Can everyone see what Chim wrote? Because I have never... I mean, it's cute, and I love it. But I never quite seen it that small. It was. Last night was awesome. Okay. So, after Ariel, it'll be your turn, Haitian. These cards right here with the Knight of Swords and the Moon, I'm going to say yes. To me, it looks like they could be lying about the business trip. If I'm just trying to make life easier for you. Thank you, Chim. Thank you for a very, very small... But you are my fingernail, so I got to remember that. There you go. There you go. Feel free to donate. Help support me. But yeah, Ariel, this is what I'm thinking here. It does look like a rough situation. The Seven of Pentacles, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Tower card is like an unwelcome change, right? An unwelcome... it's a shriveled... shriveled, I should say. Shriveled fingernail. But that's what I'm seeing there. Knight of Swords in reverse, and then the Moon card. The Moon in this situation could be keeping a secret, or could be doing something like that. I don't know if it's like cheating or anything along those lines. I don't feel like that matters as much as if the person is lying to you. And psychically, when I tuned in, it's like I saw a wasp or a hornet, and they were stinging. It was like stinging something. So to me, it feels like a situation you'd really want to get out of in that case, or... just be point blank and ask them. Or slip in, let's see, what can you do? Slip a Apple AirTag, even though I think they got rid of that to where you can track people, but... Yes, Chim, you can try the list again. Okay, it's actually not that big right now, so we can do it that way. Okay, so we have... right now on the paid list, we have Ariel right now for 2 questions. And then we have Haitian, who's going to be after that. And then on the free list, we have Patty Cakes, May Lou, Mac, and Ling the Aries. So there's only 6 names. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, Ariel. Yeah, it does look like there could be a lie here. I'm hoping that's not the case, but if I'm looking at this, I'm going to say lying about the business trip. Yeah, it seems to me like there's something going on. And if the person isn't flat out like lying, then it feels to me like they're concealing something. So something feels fishy with this. Yeah. Hopefully that gives you something there. Okay, we will look at that, Haitian, here in just a second. There's one more question that Ariel has. There we go. Okay, I've got to do it. I was wondering if you could do it on your end. Yes, I wanted that pin. I just didn't. I thought you had the ability. Anyway. I like the way that looks. It's really cute. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing there. I can look at what Spirit wants you to know, Ariel, and we can go from there. So let's do that. yeah, so things are going well with that Evolve Me stuff. The company is growing like crazy, and there will be some interesting opportunities coming up. And this channel will definitely be something we do that for. Okay, Nikita, you will be on the list. The list isn't that big right now. So, I understand sometimes you guys don't get on the list, but when I'm close to the end of my live, which is usually anywhere from, well, I guess 4 to 8 hours. Tonight, though, I'm going to be on for about another 3 hours and then call it good. Just stay with me and I will get your reading to you. If you don't leave, you stay with me, I can get your reading, or if you want to pay to have your spot in line, I can do it that way too, but... maybe I'll charge $1 for those. Okay, anyway. Oh, thank you, Meilu. That's very sweet. Well, I'm going to be taking I think I'm going to be taking a 2-week break on after Friday. So after this Friday, which is tomorrow, I'll be taking a 2-week break. I got my classes coming up, and I've got to do some more work on me and Theon's project, and yeah, I've got some work to do. I'm gonna need some time, but it'll be good. And also, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. We're gonna do what does Ariel need to know from Spirit? Okay, let me do another one here and we can see what we can come up with. Wow. Whew, my lower back is heating up. Damn, wow, okay. That feels kind of nice. Ooh, a little bit of pain there too. Not in the same spot though. Anyway. So, for things that you need to know, Ariel, I've got the Knight of Cups, okay? Knight of Cups, okay? Then we have the Page of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Then we have the Ten of Wands. Okay. So these cards here, let me take a sip here. Oh, that's tasty. Sorry. It is good though. So Knight of Cups with the Page of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse. We could be feeling in the relationship, this person, I feel like that's kind of going to be the main thing on your mind. If this person is lying to you about the business trip, which it seems to me like they are. Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Seven of Cups in reverse. It's going to feel like we don't have choices, right? We don't have a choice in a lot of things, but when it comes to choosing someone who's going to be there for us and possibly not lie about things, we definitely do have choices. I feel like the best thing to do would be for you to take a break for a little while and work on yourself, because if you don't, the Ten of Wands is a very difficult card. It's like a burdening card. So there needs to be some work on the self that comes through and makes it so that it's easier for you moving forward, right? So I feel like Spirit's going to be saying, spend time with yourself. Have that be the thing that you use moving forward. Don't think that someone else has control over us. They have as much control as we give them, and sometimes we let the wrong people in. Doesn't mean we're stupid, it just means we need to heal from the things that have been hurting us. And so that's kind of the situation I'm seeing here. Once you do that though, it feels like new love, new appreciation is going to come in, but we have to focus on building the self first. So that's what I'm getting there. And Chim, did you get the list? If not, I can tell you the names again. Maybe I can even type them out. You don't need to type the 2 paid ones because I'm going to go to the second paid one next. But I'll type these names out and then you can go from there. So let's do that one. And there we go. So that's the free list. Yes, Haitian, you are up next. Nice, nice. Okay, we got Chim there on the list too, and you have free list in the letters. That's really good, Chim. You're stepping up the game here. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next person here. Hopefully, Ariel, that gave you some insight there, and hopefully I wish the best for you in this. And, oh, there we go. Crazy Crystal, how are you doing? How is everything going? Let's see. All right, so I'll do this one here. Nope. How do I spell that? I think I spelled that right. Okay, let's do that. Alrighty. So, Haitian, what was your question again? Sorry. If you wouldn't mind posting it for me again. Oh, there's that good neck cracking fun. Pinky. We can try again. We can try it again here. Max wanting the pinky pop. So let's pop the other ones. Nope. We got the thumbs here. There we go. Now, the pinky. Ah, nope, it won't do it. Ah, it did it, but it was far away. Next time I'll get it. Next time I'll get it. Every now and again it builds up enough of that air. I've had it where it's popped. And it just makes me feel like a new person. Who's your favorite one to mod for? Crazy Crystal. But I'm glad you had a good day of modding. I'm sure Chim can do just that. All right. Pisces' current feelings. Does he have any regrets? Let's see. Does Pisces have any regrets? I'm going to look them up. Enchanted Cottage 333. Oh, nice. I like their profile. One of your faves. Yeah, she seems nice. I've never heard of her. But it seems like her channel's growing pretty good. What was that? 26,000, so that's awesome. You're doing really well. They probably have quite a few active people in their chat, I imagine, too. But yesterday, I think I got into the 20s for the first time. I say I think, because I don't keep track of it. Hey there, Dorothy. We can look at that for you. Chim can add you to the list, Dorothy. Okay. Hey there, Hillary Banks. I am doing good. How are you? Alrighty. How does Pisces feel about... let's see, let me read it one more time. You don't need to type it again. Just want to make sure I get it right. Pisces current feelings. Okay, Pisces current feelings. And does he have any regrets? So let's look at Pisces current feelings first. So Pisces current feelings, I get the Fool card, and then I'm seeing a knife. So I get the Fool card here, I get the Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So the Fool, the Three of Wands is the surfboard one, and then the Eight of Cups in reverse. There we go. Okay. These three cards here, to me it feels like I saw a knife and it felt to me like there was a new beginning for this person. I don't get a sense of someone who knows what's good for them. I get a sense of someone who's more like just maybe playing around, right? Or maybe not someone who's... I'm just curious if it's not someone who's loyal or if it's someone who just kind of uses people, because I could see that being something. Because the Eight of Cups in reverse, to me, it's not wanting to stay in situations. Like, it feels like if something tries to get serious or if something's going along those ways, that way, yeah, it doesn't look good to me. It looks like this person just walks away. Do they have any regrets? Let me look at that. I did see a knife, which to me is like cutting the connection, if I'm seeing that. And it's like, again, someone who doesn't know what they have when they have it. And so it's that, let's call it stupid man syndrome, right? In the heterosexual relationship, it's stupid man syndrome, but trust me, anyone can be stupid. Guys, it is not hard to do. Not really. I mean, I've never done it, but I've known people that have. Horrible. Does he regret what he did? So we have Seven of Wands, the Devil in reverse, and Ace of Cups, also in reverse. Part of him, I feel like they do regret what they did a little bit, but if I'm looking at this person wants freedom more than anything else, but then again, this person's also, I don't know, I just get a sense of a tire kicker or a time waster. So I do feel there's part of them that feels a little bad about what they did, but mostly it feels like to me this person just wanted to basically do whatever they want. And I don't know, Haitian, if you were someone who was calling them out on their shit and maybe they didn't like that. But if that was the case, know that you didn't do anything wrong. It would be this person who, I don't even know what to call this kind of lifestyle. They just want to be stupid, right? Or they just don't want to play along, because the Ace of Cups in reverse is like not wanting to start a relationship or not giving you their true intentions at the beginning, which can definitely happen. Which sucks, right? Because sometimes a relationship is just the sexual part, or, yeah, so to me it feels like there was something lacking in the relationship regardless. So this to me doesn't seem bad, it just seems kind of like it was time to transition into something else, if that makes sense. The list keeps disappearing. Post it again, Chim. Let me see. I'm wondering if maybe... I've got a bunch of words blocked. I can probably unblock them. It should still post, though. Yeah, I can't see it either. Into something better. Yes. The only, yeah, and Crazy Crystal, you shouldn't have had that issue, but I wonder if I can turn it off. I'll turn off the filter at this point, because it's just... Give me 1 second. I'll go on there and I'll turn off the filter, and that should make it so nobody has to worry about anything. Okay. Yes, it's me, Google. Calm yourself down. All right, let me do this. And like I said, let me go into the bad words list. That makes me want to curse. Yeah, YouTube will hold bad words for review. I wish I could hold bad words for review. That sounds kind of fun, kind of weird. Holding words. Some words would be kind of heavier words. Okay, let me do this. And this. All right, here we go. Okay, all of those words are, yeah, all of those words are done. So if you guys can type and not have your messages go bye-bye anymore. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing here. Honestly, when it comes to this kind of relationship here, I do feel they feel bad, Haitian. I do. In a sense, there's like a little bit of regret, but it's not feeling to me like this person understands what they're doing, but that doesn't give them the right to do it, if that makes any sense. It feels to me like the emotionally stupid kind of person, or someone who's manipulative, maybe even on purpose, right? But either way, it seems like something I would walk away from. So that's what I'm getting there. I'm going to go to the free list now before the free list gets too damn massive, huge, and big. Got to be good about this one. All right. So, Patty. Patty cakes. Patty cakes. Are you there? If you say patty cakes 3 times in the mirror, she will appear and tell you something positive about yourself. And so it's a good thing if you do it. It's a good thing if you do it. Lights have to be out, though. I got rid of all the bad words. I mean, that sounds weird. That sounds like I have an odd thing of authority. The free list was so huge last time. Yeah, Meilu, it got pretty big. I think there at the end it was 20-something people that were waiting. So yeah, it gets pretty big. But remember, you can always pay to butt in front of the line. That's how it works on here. Oh, let me do this. There we go. Can you see the list I posted? I can't, Chim. For some reason. Can you send me... Okay, so Chim, copy and paste the list and send it to me in Discord. And then I can look at that. Your word is still blocked. Okay, so maybe it takes a minute to take effect. Okay. All right. Nothing. Nothing on my end. Yeah, maybe try reducing it. Maybe try reducing the size of it. Or get rid of the special characters in the list and see if it posts without the special characters, and then we can figure this out one by one. Okay, there were rainbows, and the letters had the little circles on them. I know you want to make it fancy. I'm wondering if maybe that's triggering something. I'm not sure. Yeah, Mercury's had it out for you today. I hear you. I hear you. It's been a lot of weird technical things for me too. I'd say it's kind of funny, but it's more irritating than anything. Hey, Annie. Those words should be, I mean, we should be ready to go. Let me look again here. But when you're ready, Patty, you can ask your question and we can go from there, so. Okay, YouTube Studio. And 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. I know this takes a minute. Okay, there we go. It said the settings saved that time. Maybe I forgot to save it. Okay, I'd like a general chance. What you got for me? Ooh, general is how it gets good. Give me 1 second here, guys. Ooh. Man, that's starting to get strong there at the bottom. Cinnamon dolce syrup. 5 shots, vanilla sweet topping, cold foam. Try it from Starbucks. However, don't do 5 shots. I'm a bit of a, what do they call it, a masochist, right? I'm a bit of a person who likes to suffer. I was still here last night. You fell asleep. That's fine. That's fine. Don't let it happen again, Star. I know the sound of my soothing voice makes it so people fall asleep. I do. I get it. I fall asleep too when I'm talking sometimes. Shouldn't do it, but I still... I know, I'm here. I'm here. Let me see. Let's do this here. We should be good now. We should be good. And you're fine. You're fine, Chim. You know what? That works. They didn't copy and paste the special characters. We have a little bit of a list, though. Okay, so Patty, let's do your thing here. And thank you, Jim, for helping out with that. I know that's a pain in the ass. But so are hemorrhoids, right? You went through your daughter's clothes. It was a workout. Are you doing, like, donations, or... Did you do like a thing where you were like diving through them? You used them as like a swimming kind of thing? Swimming through shirts? I don't know what going through shirts means. The McTingles. I've got more weird stories. We'll probably do a little story time a little bit later. McTingles are so McTingly, you know. I know, Mac. I was there when the McTingle was created. It was a very dark room, and there were fingers everywhere, so I'm not going to tell you what exactly happened, but you can kind of imagine what happened. A lot of fingers, but not a lot of people, so it was frightening. Okay, went through to see what will still fit or not. I see, okay. Bro was there for the whole creation. I was, Mac. I was, what is that meme? The lion in Narnia, right? He says, "Don't tell me, witch. I was there when it was written," because she says something about magic, and the lion, of course, is kick-ass. The Narnia movies are good. And then they had these books, a series of books called Fablehaven. I don't know if you guys ever heard of those. Those were good too. I had my sister read them to me when I was younger, and she spent like 8 hours for 2 days, 8 hours each day, just reading to me from those books. And they were so good. Those books were awesome. So look, if you guys want to, look up Fablehaven if you're wanting something kind of lighter and... Really? Why are those coming up again? Hold on, I'm going to shuffle these a lot better. Actually, I'm going to use a different deck. Because we always use these ones for Patty. So let's do these ones. Hey there, Red. You can be put on the free reading list here. You'll just have to wait a second. Aslan, yes. You know the lion's name. And so what was interesting about that, right, is that Aslan, so the guy that created was it C.K. Lewis, I think, that created the Narnia series? So he created that, and the guy that created it was a Mormon. So the lion in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was supposed to be a Jesus Christ figure. And so that was kind of an interesting thing. He was doing kind of a little thing there. But his books are very imaginative. I mean, they're good. And Tilda Swinton playing the Queen. I'm pretty sure it was Tilda Swinton. Anyway, she's awesome. I love Tilda Swinton. So we're going to use these cards here. This deck I don't use that much, but I should. Was it CW? I'm thinking of Louis C.K., which is completely different. That is a comedian who was charged for sexual assault. I'm pretty sure. Okay, all right. C.W. Lewis it is. See what I did there? That's awful. Yes, Hillary, we can put you on the list as well. You're telling me I can have randomly shuffled cards tell my fate and or fortune? They've helped some people, right? Sometimes I can get something from the cards, sometimes it's psychic. But yeah, I've been able to get some people some help, so. We can see. It's free if you guys want to wait. If you guys want it a little bit faster, you can charge the button in front of the line, but it is free if you want to wait. Okay. Okay, let's do this here. Alrighty. Turn that off again. Hold on 1 second. Hold on back a bit, your mother's home. We'll do 2 hours. Let's see what we can find. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, Patty, let's see what we can come up with for you. Okay, I'm going to have to remember how to read these ones just because I haven't used these cards for a minute, but let's look. Okay, so here's what we got for you, Patty. So we've got the Ten of Pentacles. We've got Temperance in reverse. And then we've got Page of Goblets right there. So with Ten of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, and Page of Goblets, this to me could be like... hold on a second here. Okay, so Ten of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, Page of Goblets. To me, this would be saying that I feel like there could possibly be money or some sort of situation coming in. Maybe, though, we're looking at handling money, or we're looking at doing something where we're focusing more on the financial side. However, it could be something where, because Temperance is in reverse, we could feel unbalanced, or maybe we need to focus on where our money goes and not make emotionally based or emotionally charged decisions when it comes to finances, right? And that's easier said than done. I know that that's kind of a more difficult thing because it's well, it's an emotional thing, right? Like let's say you were wanting to buy something, and a lot of us do things impulsively, right? I'm definitely not an exception of that, right? But I do know that sometimes we got to reel her back a little bit, you know? It's like a fish. If it starts getting away, we got to reel her back. And then when it gets close to the boat, you club the damn thing. You make sure you can have some fish that you can eat, all right? Splurging happens. It does. It does. But there's medications that can help with that. Yeah, I think you did. I think you called him out. Trying to see what else I can get. The one thing I'm seeing is it's kind of like I'm seeing someone they're on the highway and you're using a stick like to pick up dollar bills. So I'm wondering if there's a way that you could it's either you're making money or maybe you're recycling to get money, but it was like you had a stick and you were doing something that felt like it could be helping the community, but also be something that would help you possibly make some money. Or maybe this is to be more frugal with money. Maybe that is kind of the thing that I'm getting there. But it's not that I don't feel like you're responsible with it, but sometimes maybe there could just be an unexpected expense that happens, and maybe we spent just a little too much, and that unexpected expense kind of puts us over a little bit. So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Doesn't seem bad, though. It doesn't seem like a bad thing, just kind of like a reel on her back kind of situation. So honestly, it looks good to me. And I'll be using these cards a little bit more. I'll get used to these ones. But what do you think, Patty? Are you good with that one? You're welcome, Patty. You're very welcome. Okay. Right on. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So let me stretch here for a second. There we go. Okay, our next one on the list, Meilu, are you still there? Well, good, Ivory. I'm glad you stood your ground. Awesome, Meilu. What's your question? Okay. I would like to know, will Gio Mateus and I get to reconnect, reconcile anytime soon? I've had this intuitive feeling about it, including dreams about it. Okay. All right, hold on a second. I'm just going to drink the rest of this. Hold on. Oh, man. I had to come up for air. Oh, the cream. Man. I'm telling you, you guys in Canada are missing out. I don't think Tim Hortons, right? Here's a who. I don't think you guys are doing well if you don't have Starbucks over there. And I don't think you do, right? Or maybe it's you don't have Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. Oh, it's good though. What I'm about to do, if I don't turn the intermission thing on, it's going to be kind of inappropriate on camera. I got to get this cream out of here, but I'm going to do this before I do it. There we go. Now you guys can't see the weird stuff I'm going to be doing to get the cream off of this stuff. Mm-hmm. You have some, but not many. That sounds like a you problem, Jim. Starbucks is good, though. Have you had Starbucks before, Jim? Or is this must be like a luxury thing to the Canadians? God, I could bathe in this stuff, I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. All right, I just violated my Starbucks cup, so let's move on with the show. Anyone else see how I'm getting the rest of it? My pants are pulled up now. We're good. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that's how I drank coffee? I did it once. A little too hot. A little too hot. Got some burns in some places. All right, let's do this here. So we're gonna do Meilu's question, and you were wondering about geo. Okay, geo slash. Okay. Kind of a. Yeah, kind of that kind of situation. I'm just telling you right now, you don't just use it to go to the bathroom. Men can use it for many things. Like a straw. Or like whatever the opposite of a straw is. We just never show anybody because it's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. It works though. Hey Charlene, how is it going? All right. Let's do it here. Okay, so, Meilu, a hot dog straw. Yes, there you go. Ooh, that sounds gross. That sounds... It's accurate, though. A hot dog straw. Knight of Pentagrams in reverse. You want to see someone pull down their pants in Starbucks and elephant that thing. Chim. Damn it, that's good. But I also very much do not. Yeah, I have a feeling, Chim, it wouldn't be something you'd want to see. Out of morbid curiosity, you'd stare, because it's like looking at an explosion, but it wouldn't, you'd never want to do it again. Okay, so we have Knight of Pentagrams in reverse. I know it's a creepy looking card too, isn't it? Knight of Pentagrams in reverse. Knight of Bones. Absolutely, Charlene. Happy Pride Month, 100%. Knight of Bones and Queen of Goblets in reverse. There's actually a lot here. So we've got 2 knights and 1 queen. And I'm going to read Meilu's question. Let's see. Oh, Chim, you watched the first 20 seconds of Human Centipede, by the way. Good for you. That's a lot farther than I ever got. I'm never going to watch that movie. It's like, it's just not up there on my list. I would rather watch something good, you know? I've heard it's not that great of a movie, but also I've heard it's disturbing too, so maybe it's just good for the disturbing factor, right? And what'd you think of the first 20 seconds? So I'm going to say, Meilu, it's not looking like anything's going to happen soon. There could be something in maybe a few months, maybe a reach out, maybe something along those lines, maybe. It doesn't feel strong to me, though. We've got a lot of cards in reverse, and the Knight of Pentagrams in reverse is very, very slow. So I'm thinking if it does happen, it's going to take a while, but it could also not happen. So I'm leaning more towards no than yes. I used to invite people over and play it to watch their reactions. Damn, Crystal, you are crazy. I see where you got the name. That's ridiculous. Now, after we've all had dinner, we're going to sit around and watch this wholesome family film. And then everyone's excited. Oh, Christmas movies, Christmas movies. And then you just start the Human Centipede. Or like the one time, this is funny, in a horrible way. So my sister, right? My sister is very religious, and now my mom is too, but back in the day she wasn't that religious. Anyway, we had our family over for Christmas, right? And my mom wanted us to watch some old home movies, okay? And so she puts the movie in, and it's, you know, Christmas time and all that. She puts the movie in, and it is hardcore porn, okay? Just going on there. I'm young, my sister is too, and my mom is just like in shock, right? Her now husband recorded over our home movies with just a bunch of porn. So you can imagine, right? And to this day, every time I think about it, I laugh because the shock that she had on her face was the funniest thing, right? And then that same Christmas, she, you know, and I'll, oh, this one's funny too, right? That same Christmas, she went and, my sister's boyfriend at the time, she went and she slapped his ass and grabbed it, okay? And then she said, Megan's like, why did you do that? And then my mom said, I thought it was Chance. And then it's like, why the hell would you grab your son's own? Anyway, it was a weird Christmas. You guys can imagine, it was a really weird, yeah, ho, absolutely. That's a ho lot of porn on the TV right now. So didn't go, I mean, it's funny now, I think about it. And Elena thinks it's the funniest thing. Every time I tell that story, she just laughs her ass off. She's like, that is the funniest thing, because my sister is super, super religious, and so for that to play on the TV was pretty funny. I mean, I've never seen her turn so red. Anyway. So you guys, you're very welcome, Meilu. You guys can imagine, that was funny. That was a funny time. Okay, so let's move to... Okay, they're not here right now. So, Ling, are you here? Yeah, it was appalling, but, you know, it's okay. And then I was like, what was I? I was like 14. I was like 12 or 13, and I had to pretend I've never heard of porn before. And so I'm like, what's this? What are we watching? I'm scared, Mom. You know, it's like... Ah, man. Anyway, it was a funny time. I look back on that and it makes me smile. Horrible, but funny at the same time. Anyway. So that was how one of my Christmases went. And Lynn's here. Okay, good. Was this video taped? No, it wasn't them. It wasn't them. It wasn't like that. It was just some random people screwing each other. And my mom had the volume up really loud, and I mean, it just echoed. It was just like loud moans. You can imagine. Did your mom just let it play and then just turn that into the family bonding moment or something? You would think so with how weird it got. You would think so. Yeah, she did. No. Yeah, so can you see the word Crazy Patty? I can't see the word Crazy Patty. Wait, I'm so confused. But no, Chim, thankfully it wasn't quite like that. God, it was weird though. We had a bunch of other weird things happen too. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some funny stories here. Either funny or spooky. You guys should be able to type crazy and do all that stuff. Yes, I can see you, Crazy Crystal. Okay, how will your let's see, what did you say? How will your mentorship go over the next few months? Let's look at that, Lynn. What is it that you're mentoring for? What is your let's see. Okay, hi, my name's Chance. What is the mentorship program about? Fun stuff? Good stuff? How will the mentorship go for Lynn? Okay, we can add you, Ivory. That reminds me of when my sister airdropped me the weirdest gay cartoon by accident and had to pretend I didn't get it. Of course. Right, by accident. I've never airdropped anything by accident. I'm just saying. How? That's so weird. Don't forget your cousin. Yes, I remember. Crazy Crystal is cousin brother, who is also Samuel Clemens, who is also Mark Twain, aka Crazy Crystal. So it kind of goes all the way back around. We can kind of do that here. Okay, so here's what I've got for you, Lynn. Here's what I got. I really don't think she did it on purpose. Same line of work I do. Ah. So you yourself are also a jester with the cards. I see. We have the Knight of Pentagrams right here. That was some intense smandering. You Canadians speak differently. What the hell is smandering? Smandering. So you do psychic mediumship. Awesome, Lynn. Awesome. I might have to, let's see. So we have 8 of Swords in reverse, and then we have Knight of Bones right here. A word you just made up. Okay, because I was like, that does sound like a word. So, and we had these 2 cards come up a second ago. However, Knight of Pentagrams is upright. And welcome, Mary. How are you doing? And you have your own interpretation of smandering. Star-crossing, of course, bringing in that dirty mind of hers. Just make sure you wash your hands, guys. Yes, Mary, you can be added to the list. It does sound like something, though. Knight of Pentagrams is going to be slow progress, but it's going to be steady progress, which is good. And if you're into the mediumship in the psychic realm, Lynn, I'll just say it like this. You know that your abilities don't always go... they don't always go at a steady clip. Sometimes it goes down a lot, other times it goes up a lot. But most of the time we kind of reach a new base level where our abilities can kind of be at, you know? But there will be ups and downs, and that's... I think no matter how good you get, you're still going to have ups and downs. But what happens is the more experienced you become, you have less frequent really highs and really lows. It's kind of just a steadier kind of thing. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing here. The 8 of Swords in reverse is really good because this means that you're going to be focusing on developing yourself in a way where you're not holding yourself back anymore. So the 8 of Swords upright is going to be a card where we're victimizing ourselves and we're putting ourselves in a situation we can't get out of. If I see it in reverse, though, I'm going to say you're going to be moving forward at a steady clip. You're not going to be letting yourself be taken aback by something that doesn't matter, right? So that's kind of something that I'm getting there. I'm expecting that, so yes, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then we have Knight of Bones, okay? Hey there, Rock Henderson. Knight of Bones in reverse. That's going to be, to me, if I'm looking at the Knight of Bones in reverse, that's going to be a card where, because it's like the wands, basically. This one in reverse could be relating to just allowing yourself to develop. Don't get too caught up in the development process. If you're developing as a medium, so you have two, and maybe you know this already, you can be added to the list, Rock, and then when it comes to your turn, you can ask your question. And technically, you already did ask a question when you asked, can you ask a question? So, I'm kidding, but yeah, when I call your name, you can step on up and ask your question. So, maybe, like I said, Lynn, maybe you know this already, maybe you don't, but I have a thing called, well, I'll show you. Oh, you're good, Hillary. You're good. All right, let me do this really quick because I saved this on my phone somewhere. By the way, get you one of these, okay? The folding phones are amazing. They're one of my favorite things. So then you can do that, and you got a screen right there, and then you can do that, and you got the open one right there. They're my favorite. Okay, anyway. So I gotta go to my files. Awesome, thank you, Chim. That's very sweet of you to say that. I appreciate that. I also built a fort out of cards. You welcome all nuggets of information. You're just in time then, because I am laying nuggets as we speak. The biggest nuggets you've ever seen. Okay, here we go. So I have these. Who goes through... Okay. Who goes through 10 numbers or more of cheese a month? What is a number of cheese? Is this a math problem? Because I'm looking at that and I'm like, I probably do go through 10 numbers of cheese. Like blocks? Hey there, KC526, how you doing? Pounds, 10 pounds of cheese a month? Man, I'm telling you right now, my bowels would not be happy. And yes, that's exactly what I do. They say I have a problem, and I say it's only a problem if you get... Yeah, I do. I've got a problem. They should just work. Okay, here we go. So I made this a while ago. I did like a presentation here. So this says, Angelus Chiron, Mediumship Development. You appreciate these detours too. You're in luck, Lynn, because it's not something I can help. Anyway, Mediumship Development. I made a bunch of PowerPoint slides, okay? This one's fun because it's me. My girlfriend drew that. I was wearing that and she drew it, and so... But essentially, there's two ways a medium develops, right? One of the ways is going to be this. So let me go to this part. I'm the king of segues, 100%. I am also the king of penguins, but Shim doesn't talk about that one. Not a lot they can do for you, if I can be completely honest. But they can swim, and they're birds. Not a lot of birds can do that. Okay, so let me tell you this right here. So we got these two things right here. Development versus development and unfoldment, okay? Do you know the difference between those two, Lynn, when we're talking about developing mediumship versus unfolding mediumship? Because as luck would have it, I writ it down. I writ it down real good. I have written it down. It is wrought with this. You'll try to bring it up more. You said that before, Chim. You said that before, and you just gotta remember. Thank you, Haitian. Hold on 1 second. I'll put you on the list here again. Your mentor has given us something similar. Can I ask, Lynn, who's your mentor? Because there's a few good ones. You got Deborah Lynn Katz, Martin Twycross, Andy Bing, James Van Prague has a program as well. Paul something, he does programs too. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind asking me who your teacher is. Crazy Crystal says, BRB, eating real fast. Well, don't eat too fast. I always get the hiccups. Jennifer Fezio. 1 second here. Oh, nice. So this is her first year, but she's been doing it for about 8 years. Right now, just one person. I'm doing a free one here, Haitian, and then I'll go to your reading. I like the look of her. I feel like she's going to be someone who has a lot of good points. Okay, so you kind of already understand that then. And having a new teacher that's been doing it for a while, that's really cool. Mine's Deborah Lynn Katz, but yeah, I like this. Okay. I may have to reach out and kind of see what she can do that way, because we have that Evolve Me platform, and we're looking for new people. And possibly, Lynn, if that's something you're interested in, ChanceStarot, you can message me on there, or you can message me in an email. We could set up a session where you could do a session for me, because I'm going to be the one that vets the people on the site, okay? Evolve Me is the platform. Well, I'll do it like this. So it's the word Evolve Me, or it's the word Evolve without the E and then me.com. And we're going to be launching pretty soon. And so we're looking for people that can basically handle clients. If you feel like you're ready for clients, that's something that we could possibly do. Your mentoring is going to go well. It does feel to me like there will be, because we had this one, the Knight of Bones in reverse. It could be that maybe we're putting too much pressure on ourselves, and so it could be a little bit slower than we're thinking, but you are going to do well. Just realize that it's not, it takes a while, and when we're talking about this here, hey there, Jenna. When we're talking about development and unfoldment, so I'll say it like this. Development is external, basically a mechanical process. Let me do this here. Here we go. All right. It'll be going another 5 months. Good. I feel like 12 weeks so is it a 6-month program? Then is she doing like a half-year program? And is it a couple hours each week with partner exercises? Do you know? Or, sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions, Lynn. I'm just curious with mediumship development. Okay, so anyway, development is external. It's a mechanical process. I wrote this a little while ago, so if it sounds a little strange, I don't care. Don't bring it up. Just be super nice and friendly, everyone. Okay. All right. Mechanical. When I say mechanical, the reason why is because it is a process of doing something more habitual or taking part in a process of sorts. Logical. Without the logical part, developing would fall apart. simply because we need to structure our development as humans. Our minds work best with a structure of some kind when learning or developing a new skill. This is also, it's either, let's see, it's taught to us usually. Basically, a teacher or mentor of some kind helps this process along by providing guidance and possibly classes, whether these are online or physical. That's going to be something that we can learn from, something that we can do. Okay? Okay, good. You're told to practice with other men. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what Deborah does in her classes. And it's the best way to grow and learn. And then there's no pressure on you, right? Because it's kind of like you get to develop at your own pace and you don't feel this sense of rushing, which a lot of people in the spiritual community, there's kind of that rush to develop. And if she's having it be something like that, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, be patient and kind with yourself. Always, but especially with development. So basically, development is having something where you're learning and you're absorbing. You can also learn from books as well, right? But that's kind of what we're talking about there. Now, unfoldment, this is a little bit different. So, and I'm using this, I've learned a lot of this stuff from, quite a few different books, quite a few different resources. But unfoldment is this. So unfoldment is internal. Most of the work happens energetically. Good. I love that. I love that she has patience. That's what makes a good teacher, right? Most of the work happens energetically on the inside of our mental world or the soul level. This is spiritual instead of mechanical, as this is about letting your guides help you develop. This is an internal process. Our guides are attuning our energy and getting used to communicating with the other side. So when we're developing as mediums or as psychics, when our guides are there, they're a lot of times... Awesome. I enjoy watching and learning from others on here too. Perfect. I love that. I love that because if you're open to a bunch of different information, you can learn from a bunch of different sources. And if you want to be a really good medium or psychic or anyone in any field, it's always good to realize that you know nothing and then go from that kind of area, that kind of arena, because it's easier for us to learn things and humble ourselves if we know we don't know it all, because we don't. Each teacher, each person is going to teach us something a little bit newer, a little bit different, because each person has their own style. Let's see, getting used to communicating with the other side. So when our guides are attuning to us, okay, we have to realize we're attuning to our guides when we decide to do this process. You've been perfect. So I'll just say it like this. Okay, sorry, I went to the other page. When we're attuning to our guides, there's going to be a time where, especially if we're first doing it, our guides are going to be reaching out to us, and they can come across very, very strong. I remember when your fingers have been in the water too long, they become raisins. Do you think they wrinkle in the same pattern every time? You go where no one has gone before, Chim, because I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. There's new skin cells all the time on your fingers, and you're shedding old ones. So no, it does not repeat the same pattern every time. The fingerprint may be the same. The skin cells are going to be varying levels of old, and it's going to wrinkle different every time. Len, I'm sorry about that, but we had to address finger wrinklage because it is a problem in this country. All right. So our guides can come off way too strong, right, at first, because when we're wanting to connect with them, sometimes they haven't connected with us in a way that we're talking about that. I don't think it becomes imprinted. No. Like a tattoo on your wrinkly ass finger, I don't think so. And by the way, if you guys do have an ass finger, get it checked out. You need to get it removed. Well, the more you know. The more you know. Wasn't that the thing for CBS? Something like that. Anyway. When we're working with guides, they're working with us. So that's kind of the whole thing that I'm talking about there. That's the whole deal. And they're not omniscient. Hopefully she said that in her teachings, right? They're working with us on a level. They're not omniscient, and they still need to learn things as well. And when we're fusing with their energy, they're fusing with our energy. And I imagine, has she talked about blending yet with the spirit world, with the spirit team or your guides? Yeah, Shirley, we can add you to the list. So Chim, are you taking names? Because I hope so. It's for the butt tingling. It is for the butt tingling. The McWrinkleFinkle. The McWrinkle is back at McDonald's, guys. It's basically just a cigarette disguised as a French fry. Right, yes, she said that too. Okay. You have not been. Okay. You've done that. It's pretty amazing. Okay. But now you know you should be. Chim, it's okay. It's okay. You have good practices. I can tell she seems pretty good. So, you seem to know all of this stuff already. I will say, though, this one is always good right here. This is what physical mediumship looks like. Physical mediumship is where you can have ectoplasm, and it usually comes out of a medium's orifices. Even that one, yes. So, but these ones are coming out of someone's mouth. So check these out. Physical mediums can produce ectoplasm, okay? The one where the guy's laying down, that is a spirit trumpet. And if you can get into a deep enough trance, that right there makes it so that you can hear your loved one's voice in the room, like being broadcast. Okay, the spirit trumpet is a very powerful tool that's used for mediumship. The other one right there, that is from Gordon Higginson, one of the most well-respected and reputable physical mediums that's ever existed. And his gifts were next level, but he also, I don't think he had a lot of time to do anything else that was fun in this life, right? So that's what I'm seeing there. And most people start him young, absolutely. Well, his mother, let's see, because he was born in the start of the 1900s, if I'm thinking. And physical mediums are very rare in today's world. I don't think they're that rare. But in the early 1900s, physical mediums were much more abundant, and now they're not. But to become a physical medium, if that's what you want to do, it takes years and years and years of training. And every time a physical medium sits in a room and they do the work that they need to do, they're taking energy from the resources around them. A lot of physical mediums have to keep painting the walls and keep wallpapering stuff and replace their floors that they do these sessions in, because you're taking energy from the material that's in that room. Couches will start falling apart. Just furniture will start falling apart because these mediums are taking that energy. And when they're doing that and they're manifesting this energy in such a high amount, because that's what a physical medium does, then it creates this kind of effect. And so they have to take this energy from something, and generally it's the surrounding energy from the spirit world, right? And usually it takes a medium who's a mental medium, which is what it sounds like Lynn is learning from this person. She's assigned us to research different mediums and psychics. Interesting. Okay, so look up Lynn. I mean, if you want, look up this person here. You have Gordon Higginson is one of the most well-known physical mediums, at least that I've ever heard of, and he was able to do a reading for one person. And as he was doing a reading for one person in the audience, because he was doing platform mediumship, as he was doing a reading for one person in the audience, his hand was writing another reading for another person. So right when he was done with that reading, because he had two spirits communicating to him at the same time, he was able to give one person a reading and then give the other person a reading right after he was done with that one, because he was writing things down. He wasn't even looking at the paper. He was able to write, or the spirit was able to write, because, yeah. I have bust light bulbs, but not meaning to. Yeah, that can definitely happen. Yeah, so Gordon Higginson, I typed it up there. You can check him out. You have Gordon Higginson. There's the Fox sisters. There's Madame Blavatsky, who is really good. There's Charles Ledbetter of the Theosophical Society. He's also Charles Ledbetter and Madame Blavatsky were some of the most well-known psychics of that day and age. And Madame Blavatsky supposedly perfected all mediumistic abilities. She was supposedly one of the greatest mediums that I've ever heard of. Very, very powerful, very strong individual. There was another... Anyway, I'm getting off track. Okay, Haitian, let's do your reading here. Sorry, when it comes to the spiritual stuff, I get a little off track. She's mentioned the Fox Sisters too. Yeah, the Fox Sisters, that one was interesting because they would do the rapping. They would do the kind of thing, and then they were able to get messages from a spirit that would communicate in taps. And so they had a way that the spirit could communicate to them letters in taps, and they were able to write things down and do stuff like that. It's interesting stuff. So the Fox Sisters are pretty fascinating. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. Oh, look, it's right there. It's all ready to go. You're very welcome, Lynn. You're very welcome. I may reach out to Jennifer and possibly you later on if you feel like your abilities are developing at a good clip, because we're getting ready to launch that network. I just got to find people that can jump on board. Okay. So let's do this here. Morse code, absolutely, yes. Star crossing, it is like Morse code. All right, so Haitian, sorry about the wait there. Are you there still? If not, that's okay. I wonder if they messaged me here. Do you have an Instagram, Lynn? Either email me with my email down below, or you can add me on Instagram and I can send you a message. Okay. All right, Haitian says, will I end up in a relationship this year? Let's look at that. So this is a yes or no reading. We'll see if Chim did. I wasn't taking notes this time. Okay, perfect, Lynn, perfect. Yeah, email me and then we can go from there. But like I said, I'm going to be the vetting process for this website, and I'm not a harsh critic, but I will make sure you have the chops to do this. You're welcome, Lynn. You're very welcome, but yeah. Okay. All right. Will Haitian end up in a relationship this year? Ooh, shoot. Here we go, guys. Hey, buddy. We have Yoshi in the house. Hey, bud. Yeah. Yeah, what's up? They'll be showing up here. We have the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the King of Wands in reverse. Yes, Generous Magic, I do. Page of Pentacles with the Magician. So it's going to be up to you, Haitian, on if this will turn out in the way that you're thinking. Like if you're wanting a relationship, the healing part, I talk about that a lot on the channel. I do feel like you can do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And can you put generous magic on there as well? And yeah, thank you so much, Jim. I appreciate that immensely. No, Rock, it doesn't have to be a yes or no question. I work better with that format, but it does not have to be. So if you got something you want to say that's not a yes or no, we can try that. Hey, 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 hey. Cats be fighting, though. Okay. Ugh. So, it's looking like you can. So is that a yes or a no? I'm going to say it like this. I'm probably going to say no this year. I do feel like maybe next year. Possibly. It does not mean that it won't be a no forever, or it won't be a no this year for sure. But I'm leaning more towards no this year. Does not mean it won't happen. I'm going to say 70% no, 30% yes. Okay? Not super likely, but it could happen. That's what I'm feeling. Hopefully, though, if you get whatever it is that you would want out of that, you're good. You're good, Chim. It doesn't have to be... yeah, I understand. I understand that that's kind of how it goes. If you'd want to add Mary and Generous Magic to the list, we can do that. And Generous Magic says cat attack. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Generous Magic. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully that answers the question, Haitian. I think there were a few people before Lynn, unless I'm wrong. Or after Lynn, I mean. Give me 1 second here. Okay, maybe. All right. We'll do it that way then. So hopefully, Haitian, that answers that question. I'm going to do this here. Okay, so Mary, what's your question? By the way, I've got that class. I'm teaching that class to Elizabeth on Beginner's Guide to Feeling Energy and Energy Healing. It's going to be the very basics. It's going to be starting from ground absolute zero. Okay? You're good. You're good, Mary. Let's get your question going. So what's your question? And how's the list? The free list is kind of long, but the paid list is completely open. So it would be up to you, Cynthia. It's kind of long. It's not super long. So if you wanted to wait a little bit, we could do that for you. The paid one, you'd be the first one up if you wanted to do the paid one. Okay, will you get approved? Let's look for Mary. So will Mary get approved? But yeah, I'm offering that class, Feeling Energy. It would be $14.99 for this class. So if you guys are interested in that, you can be more than welcome to sign up. And we're going to be focusing on feeling energy and eventually applying it with energy healing techniques, some modalities and things like that. So if that's something you guys are interested in, you're more than welcome to take part. Like I said, $14.99 plus shipping and handling, and I think you'll be good. So check the description, Cynthia, and it should say in the video description what my prices are. I sort of have them memorized, but yeah, I don't. Not fully. But check the description. You should be able to find what you're looking for. Okay, so you said you're waiting on assistance you applied for. Will you get approved? So Mary, this one right here, I've got these 3 cards. All of them are in reverse. So what I could say here, we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the World card in reverse, and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. maybe you'll have to apply again, or you might have to apply for something different. I'm hoping you get it, though. I'm hoping you get the what it is that you need to get. But this is saying there might be some obstacles to overcome. I feel like you will get it, but there's going to be some obstacles and some hoops you might have to jump through. So kind of be prepare for the worst but expect the best is kind of, or no. Yeah, prepare for the worst but accept the best. Might have to go a different route, might have to do something a little bit differently, but hopefully you get it to a point where everything's fine and it works out. I feel like you can do that, just there could be some obstacles. That's what I'm seeing. So I would say probably this time no, but maybe next time. You never know what it would be, but hopefully you do get it, you know. But primarily that's what I'm seeing for you, Mary. So hopefully that kind of sheds some light there, but I hope you do get it, obviously. You're welcome. Yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so now let me go back up to Chim's list here. Oh, thank you, Cynthia. Perfect. Okay, so let me do this, and let's go here. I like the way your name's spelled, right? And you're Sarifa's friend, right? If I'm not mistaken. The one I call Reefer Madness. I hope she's doing okay. I haven't heard from her in a minute. I hope she's okay. Okay, there we go. Yes, you did, Casey. Okay. I was wondering if that was you or not. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. She's at her daughter's Girl Scout thing right now. That's awesome. I love that. I love that she's an active parent because, you know, that makes a difference. That really does. And yes, thank you, Casey, for the very nice donation. We're doing really good tonight already, so that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, so Cynthia, what are your questions here? And then it will be Casey's turn next. Casey, if you want to drop your question, you can. And then we can just go back to it when it's your turn. I'll put Casey up here. And yeah, so you can drop your question if that's what you want to do. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And like I said, after Friday. Okay, it's just a yes or no. Well, okay, awesome. Yeah, if you want to post that, we can totally do that. Casey, thank you. Yeah, and let's see. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'll do. Casey, so Cynthia, I'm going to be on her. You sent the email. Okay, thank you, Lynn. Perfect. And Star Crossing is here. Awesome. Okay, we can look at that 100%. And then I'll look at Casey's question. Okay. My person... No. There we go. Your person and I have been in a weird funk. We just talked again after a week and a half, but I'm just so confused as to why I can't let go. I was doing so good and boom, here he comes. Like, what are his intentions with you? Okay. Before... Hands are weird, aren't they? Just kind of strange. Anyway. All right, before we talk about that, what are his intentions with you? You literally said when he wasn't there. Let's see. We just talked again after a week. So when you say we just talked again after a week and things were going okay, what happened to make it so you guys didn't talk to each other for a week and a half? Trixie! Hey, you want to come up here? Thank you, Chim. You should know you are my fingernail after all, so... There she is. Okay, look at this. Hey there, Lords. I'm just going to say Lords. I'm going to call you by your first name instead of calling you Cassandra, because that's your last name. I realized that one. We call her Water Baby, this little one here. Because she's a cutie. And she loves water. Isn't she? She's adorable. She's a good girl. Well, hold on, Cynthia. What was the argument about? I know that's kind of personal stuff. If you want to email me what it was about, you can. Okay, you blocked him. I want to know, because I want to know if it's something that... Hold on. Right, Lynn? She's adorable. Oh, okay. I want to know if this... Jeez, you're hairy as hell. Now I know why they're called fur babies. Okay, he kept calling you unknown in private after you blocked him. Basically, when you block someone, you're saying, I need some space. Okay, tell me what the argument was about. Because sometimes I just want to know if you're looking at this in a way where we're seeing it clearly or if we need some help there. Because a lot of times people will think it's their fault over an argument when it wasn't. So I just want to make sure. 10-10 here. Awesome. It's 9-11 here. Thank you, Petunia. I love it. I love that you think the channel's bomb. Where was he last night? Okay. So if I can understand this correctly, you asked him where he was last night, and did he get angry? Right. You did need space. You were just driving yourself crazy, but... Well, he had told. Okay. Absolutely. Everyone here is awesome. I love every one of you guys, so I appreciate you coming in here and making this a safe space. There's still hair floating around. And I'm not talking about mine. It does look like it floats. I swear to God, it defies gravity. The cowlicks I have on my head would make you'd just be upset with me. You'd be angry at me for having cowlicks. It's that bad. And every barber on earth says, you've got a lot of cowlicks. It's like, I know. I'm also very cross-eyed. Do you want to bring that up too? And I also have a crack in my ass. But you don't hear me talking about that. He was going home, but he wasn't. He was driving into a different city. Turns out he was at an apartment complex, but he just couldn't tell me where he was going at the moment. This wasn't last night. This was a week and a half ago. Right. Yes, Becca. You're Becca B. Tarot now. You started your tarot channel. No, you're not too late, Lynn. Okay, so you said after the week and a half of distance, he then explained himself that he got back into smoking weed because he's financially struggling. And we all know that when you smoke weed, when you're financially struggling, your finances get better. Because weed is not expensive. I'm sorry, Cynthia. Had to roast him on that one. Okay, so he got back into smoking weed, but he didn't want to tell you he was smoking weed again. But my God, I would say I was smoking weed. Smoking weed. Because otherwise it seems like they're doing something else, doesn't it? I got another reading with someone else named Bo Artsy, and what she said didn't make sense till then. He told. I went to a wedding when I was 12. The kids had a... I can't... The rats are coming. Close the door. Hold on. And I was trying to be helpful, so I was holding the door open at the end of the wedding, and the bride and groom were coming through, holding hands all romantic in a moment of word association, I yelled, "The rats are coming. Close the door," and everyone, including the bride and groom, just stared. That's some funny shit, right? Oh, Chim. You've had some moments. I love that. Shit. That's one of my favorite. I love it when there's those weird things. You're good, Cynthia. You're good. Man, there's still hair floating around. Oh, Chim's one of the good ones, guys. Yeah, he was embarrassed to tell me, yeah, I said the same shit. Okay, so let me get this straight. Okay. Let's look at the intentions here. Let's consult the cards. Let's look at some intentions and let's go from there, because I feel like we gotta do this here. Oh, Casey, hold on. Your question. You did post it, right? Here's what I'll do, because I don't know if you're coming on here on tomorrow, but I'm going to be taking a break for 2 weeks after Friday. So I'll just have it say KC right where this is, right here. It will say KC526, and you'll just go to that part of the video, and you should be able to find your reading. I'll even make it a little bit bigger so that it stands out. So you should be able to find your reading that way, even if you leave. Oh, there you go, Chim. That's cute. Oh, I'm like, okay, weed's expensive. How the hell? Exactly.
Well, you see, I'm financially struggling and I can't afford basic things, but I thought smoking pot would help me to do better.
Go on to Binoid, okay? That's where I get my stuff. It's legal, first off. Thank you, Haitian. I appreciate that. But go on to Binoid, look at their stuff. It's legal through a loophole and not nearly as expensive, and it lasts a long time. Love you too, Casey. Have a good one, okay? Well, I don't know. That's how I feel like he sounds.
I just need the pot. I just need it for, reasons.
You had a major glow up. Well, you were wondering if maybe you shouldn't know. Hold on. So, Casey, stay here for a second. I can refund your money, and it wouldn't bother me. Are you guys fighting? Hey, stop fighting. Hey, stop fighting. Stop fighting. Yoshi. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, so Casey, I can just give you a refund for that if you don't want to know, because that was a good amount of money, and if you don't want to know, I can give you a refund. I can try, Chim. Let me see.
I just need it for my children. I can't handle those little shits unless they're high.
I lost it halfway through. Started turning into Hank Hill from Kermit the Frog a little bit there at the end. Sometimes when the kids are stoned, they're just easier to handle. God, there's probably been. I heard once there was a story that someone was telling me. They made pot brownies. They brought them to this dinner party thing, and thank you, Jim. That's very sweet. But they made pot brownies. They brought it to this party. The people had kids. Okay, the kids ate all the brownies, and I can only imagine, little Jimmy over there just high as balls, right? Yes, either refund or I'll save it for the next time. Okay, Casey. I might just want to save it for the next time if you'd want to do that. But I could also do a refund too. But I know you're wanting to get some sleep. Oh, okay. I'll think on what to do on that one, I think. Yeah, 'cause that is a question that there can be a no, or there could be a... Anyway. Okay, sounds a bit harsh, but what kind of stones do I use? Black stones. Black stones are the best. Get some obsidian, get it going. Anyway, Cynthia, I'm here for you. Let's do this. All right. What are the intentions with this person? No, Rock, you didn't miss your turn. Okay, let's see what we can come up for here. Let's do this. I'll get to everyone on the list. I'm actually going to be moving a little bit quicker. I know, Crazy Crystal, I'm very easily distracted. We have the Magician in reverse. We have the King of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Hermit. I'm gonna be pulling it together here, though. I got to get off of here I want to be off of here by 10:15, which is about 45 minutes. About 54 minutes from now. So I'm gonna be moving a little bit quicker here. You guys are still gonna get good answers, but there won't be nearly as many distractions. Okay, so King of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, and the Magician in reverse. Taking space, I think, was a good thing. If I see the Magician in reverse, there could be a little bit of some manipulative tactics going on. If you block someone, in my opinion, and you're just needing space, first off, I would say I need space, right? That would be the first thing I would say. And then if they don't give you that space, say, I'm just going to block you, whatever. But if they try to reach out to you after you've blocked them, they try to do that, first off, they're not respecting your space, Cynthia. That's not right to do. When we say we need space, we need time to think about things. And if that person isn't giving us that time and they're trying to rush us, that's not right. Okay, that's someone who needs to calm the hell down because we shouldn't feel rushed in any situation. And it just seems like, to me, it's someone who's very immature in dealing with this. I would say the intentions seem to me to be a bit manipulative. It's up to you what you'd want to do with that. But again, we're talking about someone who says they're low on money, so they need to buy pot. Because that is something you cannot live without, right? You get the shakes, you get so addicted. He was calling me to return my stuff. Okay. Right, so... Okay, return your stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry. The guy sounds kind of like I'm just going to say kind of an idiot. You don't buy pot if you're hurting for money. You don't. There's other things you can do with that money. Like not buy pot, for one. I have nothing against pot, but make sure you have the money to get some. Anyway, yeah, it just seems weird to me. It just seems like kind of a weird situation. Said he didn't want to leave it on top of my car because he didn't want it to go missing, so that's why he was calling in, okay. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about this, Cynthia. Let's talk about... Okay, I gotta calm down. That coffee's starting to kick in. And I'm wanting to be explicit, and I know I shouldn't be. I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't give a shit. So he said said he didn't want to leave it on top of your car because he didn't want it to go missing, so that's why he was calling in. Like, okay, yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You can text someone, you can email someone, you don't have to do a call. To me, a call is a more intimate kind of situation, right? I'm calling you to say, you know what, I'm going to give your stuff back, but also take me back too. I'm also in that box. I'm going to be sitting on top of your car. So when you go to grab it, he's in that box too, and he jumps out and he grabs you. You don't want to do that. He said he just feels stressed because he's digging into his savings he has for his future home. I'm like, okay, but yeah. Okay, he feels stressed because he's digging into his savings. But he's digging into his savings to buy weed, which will make him more stressed, right? He can puff, puff, puff away, and the magic dragon ain't going to take him nowhere, but down into a deeper damn hole. What? I don't know. It sounds like a plot in a Bill Murray movie. It just doesn't make sense. You're like looking at him, you're like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like, I just needed $20,000 out of my savings to buy just a bunch of pot, right? I know it's not that much money, but I'm exaggerating here because it just seems ridiculous. And you think it sounds ridiculous too, Cynthia, by the sound of it. That's pretty much what he did. Yeah. So a call is more intimate. I don't like it. Oh, absolutely, Crazy Crystal. Sounds like he's dependent. Yes, it does. On a few things. Pot, people. I don't know. Pot, people, plants, and problems. But let me buy weed and not pass a drug test. Sounds like a vicious cycle. Stress equals weed. Weed equals stress. Go to buy... Okay, I'm telling you right now, if any of you guys are wondering about buying something that's legal, you won't pass a drug test. But it is technically legal. Buynoid.com. Okay, I'm telling you, go on there. I use that stuff. It's awesome. Technically, it's legal because of a loophole, but still it's legal. So go on there, buy some stuff. One canister is like $30, and it lasts me like a month and a half. So you're looking for something there, you got it, because it's good stuff. Anyway, yeah, the call thing, I don't like it. There's so many ways you can do that. I like my weed, but it's legal here. Right, Star Crossing. That's awesome. Let me know when magic mushrooms are legal where you're at. Yeah, that I know of, he hasn't smoked weed since we were in high school. It's the good kush. It is the good kush. I've tried a few different ones. I like Lemon Haze was my favorite. And if you guys ever get the chance to try some of this good stuff, Lemon Haze, it smells like lemons. I mean, almost exactly. Blueberry kush smells like blueberries. And you don't have to go to a friend's house in an apartment complex to get this stuff. Anyway. Generous Magic. It's right up there. It says free list. Do you see that, Generous Magic? Just scroll up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Jim posted it again. Gorilla Glue was strong, so was Platinum Cookies. I never tried Platinum Cookies. I did hear of Gorilla Glue. I don't think I tried that one. Yes, Trainwreck is good. Northern Lights is also really good. Anyway. But you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean, Cynthia? I think you do, right? 32%. Let me see, Becca. Because we have Haitian next. Okay, hold on. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here as I look. Okay, and there's this one. What did you send it on? Oh, it's not processing. Yeah, because I was going to say I don't see it. Okay. Yeah, Haitian's coming up again. They did donate again, so. At least I think so. I'm trying to find the... It could be. We'll see. We'll see who I get to on the free list. I'm going to try to do everyone that's on the free list. Try to do everyone's reading that's on the free list. I don't think you guys want to be done by me. I don't think so. But I'm saying this. I'll do my very best up until like around 10:15. I'm going to try and hurry here. So I'm going to go to Haitian's reading. Hopefully, though, Cynthia, that does help to answer that. And I would just say be really careful with this kind of thing because it seems weird. I will try to get to everyone though. Okay, so let's do this, and I'm gonna go to Haitian's thing here. Yes, they are. They are done. No, you're good. Lynn was on the list and Ling was on the list, but I don't think Ling is here. Right? I don't think Ling just kind of pops in, says hello, is super sweet, and then goes. So that's kind of the situation I'm seeing there. And oh yeah, there was another Lynn as well. There was a Lynn C as well, which sounds like Lynn Z. But that would be Lynn Z, right? Yeah, Lynn C is here. Okay, so yeah. All right, I'm going to look at Haitian's question. They said... when will you meet someone you actually like? We'll see who all we can get to tonight. I'm going to try and go as quickly as I can. Tiptoe through the window. When will you find a relationship? So, is it okay, Haitian, if I connect with your energy? Okay, thank you. All right. Everything is going to be all right. Let me see what I can find here, and we will go for it. That's a song reference, by the way, if you were wondering. I'm just... Okay. Okay. Here's what I got for you, Haitian. You're good. You're good, Crazy Crystal. You've done some modding before. I feel like shadowing Chim or showing them how it's done can actually help them because they're getting into the modding thing. And so if you want to help them, I feel like they'll appreciate the help. Chim, you let me know if that's the case because I want to make sure you're comfortable. But Yeah, okay, so let's do this here. So I felt like there could be something coming in July, right? And then I felt like there could be a Capricorn, either a Capricorn coming in, possibly in July, or I could feel like there could be a Capricorn coming in that is literally the January month. So I feel like either July or January is where I'm feeling like someone could come in. So January of next year, right? July of this year, January of next year is kind of where I'm feeling like there could be two different things there. It feels like the person's name would be with a G, possibly a G or a J as well. So that's weird. It's GJ kind of the whole way down, right? But that's what I'm seeing. Feels like July, January. I would say the middle to the end of July, or I would say close to the beginning of January is kind of where I'm feeling these different sensations, because I'm feeling icy. Okay, that's the winter months for me, and if you've ever been in Utah in the winter, it gets pretty cold. Not like super cold, okay, but a little uncomfortable, even for us yokels, the locals. Man, I am. Ooh. Having a hard time here. But that's what I'm seeing going on there. It feels like July will be a quicker opportunity, not necessarily like something that, when I say quicker, it feels like something could just pass you by. I don't feel like you're going to get anything in July per se. There is a possibility though. January though feels more constant. It feels like there's going to be something that is more for sure going to happen in January versus July, which feels like a small percentage. I would say like 10-15% that you could find someone in July, which would be next month, or it feels like a much higher percentage. I'd say 70 to 80% in January from what I'm getting right now. So that's kind of what I'm feeling going into that. And either the person in July is a Capricorn, or we're meeting someone in January that would be from the month of Capricorn, from the Capricorn kind of part, if that makes sense. Because Capricorn is December 21st to January 21st, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. But yeah, so does that make sense to you, Haitian? Very first thing that comes in, hey there, Casey. Very first thing that comes in, Haitian, is it feels like I'm getting something called quest line. I'm wondering if this person is a salesman, possibly someone who I feel like does speaking for a living, or someone who I feel like sells things for a living. And the name quest line came in, but I'm not sure what that's referring to exactly. It could just be something that's telling me this person could be more of a salesman kind of individual, well-dressed. I feel like they're well-dressed. They take fairly good care of themselves, it seems like. But it's like... that's kind of what I'm getting for that. And I don't know if this is the person in July or if this is the person in January, but I'm just getting the one image. But that's kind of what I'm looking for. They dress nicely. I don't feel like they're a slouch. They dress fairly nicely. They seem to take care of themselves, right? And it feels like their profession is kind of their image, and so that's kind of how they present themselves. I feel they're more work-oriented than, emotionally oriented, so they seem to me like they're more of a worker, but they feel like they're stable financially. So that's good. Yeah. Sorry about that. They feel like they're stable financially, and then maybe Sagittarius or Capricorn could be what this person is, because I felt like there was a Sagittarius that was coming in. But that's about as much as I can get. I gave you the months. I gave you a little bit of the details. They're more work-oriented. They're financially stable. They dress nice. Yeah. We must be boring you. Oh, to tears, Shirley. You have no idea. I'm so bored. No, it's just I drink coffee. Yeah, shit. I mean, shoot. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to offend you. I said shit, and shit's not good to say, so I gotta stop saying shit. Yeah. 3 more times. Shit, shit, shit. Now I'm good. I'm good forever. Shit. Alright. You're just kidding. No, you're not, Shirley. I know you, and I know you very well. You don't kid. See, now I'm just kidding. But I do it so deadpan, you'd think I'm serious. By the way, you can thank my mother for this weird sense of humor. Potty mouth, we all do it. Right. It ain't just the mouth, though. It's the whole damn body. I got me a potty body, okay? Nothing to see here, guys. Just my potty body waddling like a toddler to the bathroom. To make boom boom. I don't know. You guys wanted this. Here you go. Alright, let's go back to the free list here. Unless Becca B did donate. Which I'm not sure if they did or not. Okay. I don't think so. Thank you, Lynn C and Lynn R. We need the rest of the 24 letters of the alphabet to come in here. I need every Lynn that exists to accumulate into one Lynn, the ultimate Lynn. Because then we can be dissolved of our sins. Potty body with the pot who's naughty. You know how I do. You know how I do. If I could get away, I would, but I'm tied to the chair. So I can't really get up and do anything. But as long as I'm here, I might as well do readings for you guys. So no need to thank me. I'm not a hero. I'm just doing what I can. There you go. The naughty potty body with I don't know, you could do shoddy, like I'm short. Even though everyone would look at me, right? Everyone would look at me like I was really short. Because for some reason, women are like, oh, 5'11"? Man, they're short as hell. But for some reason, if you're 6 feet or above, women are like, wow, how attractive. I'm 1 inch off. And if I'm wearing high heels, I'm 6'1". So if you ladies want to see me that way, that's your prerogative. But I'm telling you right now, I make up for not being 6 feet tall by having a little bit of fat around my stomach area. Just a little bit. Just enough where I can squeeze it, lift it up a little bit, and shimmy it around. Do the truffle shuffle, you know what I mean? Yes, Yoshi, I said it. He doesn't like it when I do this, but it's what I do. All right. Let me look at the list here. The old, as long as you're not 5'4" and below. Yeah. As the song goes, no, never mind. I'm not going to say the song. Horrible song. There's a song out there called Short People Have No Reason to Live. It's a horrible song. I'm smiling because it's so awful, but it's like, my God, that song, what would you call that? Heightist, right? Is that something you'd say? Oh, truffles are good. I like the chocolate truffles. I don't think I've ever tried actual truffles. Hey, Chim. Well, you've probably got the list still up, so let me do that here. I'm going to do this so we can kind of do that. Whoever's on the list, though, you guys will get a reading. I'm going to go super, super fast. So we have... Did that one. Okay, Nikita. Crazy Crystal. Or Lynn C. Truffles are the best if you love chocolate. I do. I love chocolate, and if you saw me, you would say body by chocolate, because that's exactly what it is. It is a chocolate body. Half of me, most of the time, consists of the milk, the dark, and the white variety. And have you guys tried Ruby Cacao? It's actually pretty damn good. Go to the store right now and try it. Because that's something you got to do. I'm not even kidding. That's a presidential order. You guys got to go there, get yourself some ruby cacao chocolate. I think Choco Love, is it Choco Love that does the ruby cacao? It's good stuff. I'm just telling you, it's good stuff. It's probably some of my favy, which is favorite, but it's how I say it. Fee. Ooh, Patty said, okay. Everyone, favorite chocolate bar. Wait, did you get Chim and Mac? I haven't. I haven't been tested for Chim and Mac, but for me, the UTI is pretty much gone. My detours are wonderful. I'm glad you guys like my detours. You'd like my sea tours too, but you can't go on those. Not yet. Visit myonlymans.com, okay? You get to see a little bit of the bottom of my foot, part of the eye, and the top of my head, like just all the hair. All the hair up there. Ooh. Everyone's favorite chocolate bar. Mine is Ritter Sport Cookie. I think is what it's called. Three Musketeers is good. I used to eat all the edges of the Three Musketeers, and then you just have the middle part. I loved doing that when I was a kid. Oh, hold on. I still am a kid. Whatchamacallit. This jockey I met when I was looking at some stallion horses he has for sale, he was saying all these women were after him. I was like, yeah, right. After your thoroughbreds that are for sale. Well, you know what, Shirley? If you have a confident jockey, go for it, I would say. But by definition, jockeys are short. Is that what we're talking about here? Like they have to be a little small to ride the horses? Oh, Snickers and Reese's, absolutely. I don't know, Chim. I don't know where they went. They kind of hopped on and hopped off. I'm thinking they must be doing something, right? Eat the edges and then chomp the middle. Yes. By the way, that's what I do on the first date. You know what I mean? Did you miss your turn? No, Mary, I answered your question. You asked if you would get approved. Remember? You were saying something like if you would get approved, and I said, just like my ex-wife. There you go. Jim gets it. I'm sorry, guys. You're okay, Mary. You're okay. I'm just letting you know. Okay, let's see what we can find here for... Oh, shoot. For Crystal. So, yeah, my favorite is... And Reese's is really good, too. But check out Ritter Sport. That's my favorite candy bar. Look it up, Patty. I'm telling you right now, it's some of the best chocolate you're ever going to have. It's so good. It's not like... It was a hard day when my ex-wife left me. 9 years just thrown in the trash. Damn, Jim's talking about it here. And she even took the children. Jim's committed to this now. We've got to see where it's going to go. Most women do not think a 4'11" guy is hot. I'm sorry, Jim. We're on Crystal right now. Okay, what's coming up for Crystal? Ugh. Shoot. Seven of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and Five of Pentacles. part of this crystal, when I'm looking at these cards, it's making me think of something where, because we talked about this before, and I feel like you're someone who is, I get a sense of someone who's responsible, someone who understands what they need and when they need it, but maybe we deny ourselves things because we feel like we don't deserve them, even if we could do what we wanted to do or get what we wanted to get. Maybe we deny ourselves things because it feels like we don't deserve it at times. Because when I see this card, it makes me feel like there could be moments where we just think that we didn't earn it, we don't deserve it. And there could be maybe going through things where we're feeling guilty or we're feeling ashamed, right? And these are normal emotions, obviously, but there could be something hiding there where maybe we don't give ourselves the pleasures that would afford us to feel comfortable again because we don't feel like we deserve it, right? And so it's just kind of us being hard on ourselves at times. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Let me see. She took my armchair and ripped off the piece of the seat that she used to fart on, taking the only comfort I had. The wonderful aroma. Nothing else calmed me after a hard day. I should never have let her know the power her farts have over me. Oh, God. She only had one leg, but it was the best damn... Oh, God. Let me see. It was the best darn leg. Oh, I think she was a man. Jim, what the... Jim. Okay. I'm gonna collect myself here for a second. Basically, we're just talking about a torso person. If you ever meet a torso person, you know what I mean. Was her name Eileen? Yes. End scene. Awesome, Jim. Awesome. And Crazy Crystal coming through with the Eileen. If they only have one leg, they are going to lean to one side or the other, so Eileen fits perfectly. That was beautiful, Jim. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, women or male farts have an amazing power over the human consciousness. Cat poops make mice go insane. Did you know that? I'm not even kidding. There is a parasite in cat feces, okay, that make mice more daring. It kind of intoxicates them, and mice will go right up to cats and they'll be fearless. But it's because they're infected with a parasite so the cat can eat them. It's a weird thing. And then there's a zombie ant. There's zombie ants. I'm not even kidding. Guys, I'll have to show you some stuff here, but there's stuff out there. Yes. Crazy Crystal knows toxoplasmosis, absolutely. And she even put socks on her pee-pee. It did look like a leg. I mean, man's was packing. Okay. Yes, they have a wonder power of consciousness. They make me lose mine. Absolutely. Women's, men's, thems, they've got it. They really do. So does that make sense though, Crystal? Cordyceps fungus makes the ants zombies. Yes, it does. Are you looking this up, Crystal? As I'm talking? Like, are you Googling things as I'm talking? Because if not, your extensive knowledge is impressive. But I want to be able to have a fact you guys haven't heard, and every time I say something, Crazy Crystal knows. She knows everything I'm going to say, it seems like. Okay. Let me think of a factoid here. Let me think of a little factoid as I'm shuffling the cards. We can go from there. Wonder Power, autocorrect just made that so much better. I love Wonder Power. It sounds awesome. You're an encyclopedia. Okay, Crazy Crystal, give me a random fact. Crystal is a member of Mensa. Are you really? Now I'm confused. Are you really a member of Mensa? Because if so, that's awesome. Okay. Patty's messing with me. Patty Cakes is joking around here. We don't take kindly to jokers, Patty. You know that. I'll show you where the door is. We don't do that on here. What is it Tyler calls haters potato heads, right? My girlfriend was telling me that the other night. My friends tell me I should be. There's the door. See, Crystal sees Patty sees the door. What? Okay, Rock, what does she accuse you of? Yeah, if you want to go into what she accuses you of, then we can kind of go into that as I'm shuffling the cards here. I wasn't responsible as a kid, so I only did the school stuff I wanted. Yeah, that was kind of how I was too. Hey, Chim. Kiera's on the chat on Discord. She's letting you know what's going on. So if you want to go on there and talk to her for a second, you can totally do that. But she's on the Discord right now. Cordyceps are expensive. I use, let's see, what's it called? Thrive, I think. Did I know that orcas are the largest dolphin? I did not. So they're called killer whales, but they're dolphins. Lovely. I hate how the naming scheme of things is just stupid. I'm sorry, but if you're a killer whale, you're a whale. If you're a killer human, you're a human. You know what I mean? It's like if you called oh, you love, okay. I got to talk to the guy, Tony from Fresh. So, are we talking about the same Thrive? There's Thrive Marketplace, but there's Fresh Cap, and they have an ultimate formula. I think it's also called Thrive, though, if I'm not... Maybe I'm actually being weird here. What are you talking about, Crystal? Thrive Marketplace, or... Because we do that, too, but I'm not sure. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go up here again. Okay, let's do Hillary. Hillary, Jason, and Shirley. Hillary, Jason, and Shirley. Thrive, the 3 pills in the morning, patch, and shake. Thank you for telling me what to do, Crazy Crystal. I do enjoy patching and shaking. So, I would do it even if you didn't tell me, though, to be honest. Let me see what you're talking about here, because I'm trying to see... Is it the Thrive... Is it the Thrive Premium Lifestyle Shake? Or is it the... If so, I don't think I've actually heard of these guys. By Lavelle. Okay, yep. I see that. Oh, I see what they did there. It's level. It's spelled the same either. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Okay. All right, I haven't heard of them. I've heard of these were the guys I was talking about because their thing was named Thrive. Right here. And I got to speak with this guy that runs this, and he's on YouTube, and he talks about mushrooms all the time. And I'll show you, because we're doing this one. It used to be called Thrive, if I'm not mistaken, but now it's just called Ultimate Mushroom Complex. So this is from Fresh Cap, and it's a bunch of different mushrooms. You have lion's mane, reishi, turkey tail, cordyceps, chaga. And then they have a few other ones too. I really like lion's mane and reishi. So they have the whole thing. They have the whole thing on there. And they're... Well, if you want to get magic mushrooms, I can tell you how to get those. But no, they don't sell those ones. Good mushrooms for the brain and immunity. the magic variety can be really good for microdosing and it can help with depression, right? But those two, yeah, those, you can get anything online if you know where to look. You just got to know where to look. You're good, Chim. Thank you. Coming on. What if you get the wrong mushrooms? That's a good point. That's a good point. You can die. You can die. That's to answer that question. Surely, if you get the wrong mushrooms, you can die. You know, nothing too not too big of a deal. We're all gonna die anyway. It's legal in Oregon, and they have it in a nasal spray. I might need to sail in Oregon to get to Oregon. You know what I mean? I might need to see what's going on down there. All right. Jason, what's your question? Shirley, let's do this. We'll do Shirley, Generous, okay, Jason, Shirley, Generous Magic, and that's who we're going to go with. Jason, Shirley, and Generous Magic. Oh. Very true, Shirley. Always buy from them, I call it, and yeah, then you are an expert. It'd be really weird if there's just, you know. I think I'm shadow banned. No, you're good, Patty. You ain't shadow banned. You're good. You eat Three Musketeers in the right way, so I'll let you off with a pass. One time, okay? It's not gonna keep happening, but this once. Let's take another drink of water while we're waiting for Jason to ask his questione. Oh, man. Okay, Jason says, would I have success on your own channel? So, Jason, it says if you're competing with me, probably not. No, I'm just kidding. Would you have success? Okay, let me go into it like this, Jason. Are you someone... I don't even need to look at the cards here because I'm going to say this. I will look at the cards, but are you someone that puts their all into everything you do? Because if so, you would be successful. If you don't, though, because it is a competitive industry, you have to realize that have it start out as a hobby first and then let it grow from there. But it is work. It is work. So, Rock, can you tell me... LOL, well, I'd have to collaborate just to name it. No chance. Right, you would. You would have to collaborate. But we could... if you did that, Jason, I think you'd be successful. You just got to realize it is... You know, you got to put a lot of time into it at first when we're starting a YouTube channel, but doesn't necessarily mean it's... Okay, let me put it this way, Jason, because this will make sense. And Rock, if in your relationship someone is accusing you of doing things you haven't done repeatedly, get out of that relationship because that's not good for you. Especially if you haven't done the things. I don't even need to look at the cards for that. Get out of that relationship. Trust should be the first thing in a relationship that's there. If it's not there, the relationship's done. Simple as that. There's no need to even look at the cards. If someone wants to accuse you of something and they don't want to hear your side of the story and they don't trust you for this, that, or the other reason, get out of that relationship. Okay. So, there's two ways you can start a channel on YouTube, right? One way is to just post videos and let the channel grow organically, which can work, but it takes time. There is, however, another way, Jason, if you have money saved up. If you have money saved up, I would say reach out to other YouTubers, offer them a little bit of the cash, okay? Go with smaller channels first because you're going to be more likely to get responses from smaller channels. Channels like mine, up to channels like maybe 80 to 90,000 subscribers, email them and say, hey, I'll give you $100 if you mention, you know, my channel on your channel. Something like that. You know, give them a little bit of what you can do, show them what you can do, and then say you'd give them $100 if they did a shout out for you, and see how that goes, or $50 for the smaller channels. But if you do stuff like that, you would grow quicker, right? But it would be in a way where you would have to prove yourself to your audience in a way, because you're growing in a way that's not necessarily organic. So either way you can do it. One is going to cost you time, one is going to cost you money. So you have to decide how you would want to grow your channel. In the tarot space, the only reason why it's as competitive as it is because people post 12, sometimes they post 12 videos a day for each of the zodiac signs, okay? So it is saturated in a way, but if you're doing something as a male tarot reader, you will stand out more. There's not a lot of male tarot readers, not nearly as many as there are women tarot readers. But if you have an interesting way of doing it, if you have something that makes you unique, you're also going to stand out too. Right, organic viewers are better in the long run, but it takes time to build up those kinds of things, right? So because I'm into the business space and I'm business minded, but I also do the tarot stuff, and I try to bring logic into the psychic space. Yes, men stand out more. Yeah, there's a few men on the tarot channels. I really like. Basically, if you're a male tarot reader, I really feel like people respond to someone who has a lot of compassion and no judgment, right? That's going to be the main thing. You want to establish a space, if you're starting a tarot channel, where people do not feel judged, because it's not about someone feeling judged on the channel. Someone should be able to come to you and talk with you about anything and not feel like they're doing anything wrong, because they've probably already been through trauma of some kind, and you rubbing it in their face. I'm not saying you would do this, Jason. I'm just saying you want to be as open-minded as possible to as many people as possible, because that's going to be the best way to build an audience organically. When people see that, eventually you start growing by word of mouth instead of just by, going live. But it takes time. Being hot helps if you're a dude. Well, yes, Patty. Patty's just blunt. She just throws that out there. Absolutely. How did I start my channel? It was rough, man. It was, so I started my channel 2000, was it 2016? Austin is good. Cancer Moons. Steve is funny. Leo Fire 555 is great. Of Tyler, Rich Loop teaches manifestation. I like that his name is Rich Loop and he teaches manifestation, because I just think of a really wealthy Fruit Loop. But that would be able to manifest quite well if you think about it. They're delicious and they can get it going. Anyway, my channel started, like I said, about 2016. Oh, Richard Lopp. Okay. Now I'm not impressed. I loved Rich Loop. That was my favorite thing ever, and now that's gone. So yeah, that one hurts a little, I'm not gonna lie. My channel started 2016, and I started doing tarot first, and then I had Patty mods for Rich, about 300,000K, I believe. Man, I would ask you guys, I would say, can you guys talk to these bigger channels and reach out for me? But that's probably the most disrespectful thing I can do, right? But if I'm going to prostitute myself for money, I might as well go for gold, right? I'll do anything for a bit of the green stuff. How long does it take before you can make money? So I had it set up where, that's where it gets kind of confusing, because the marketplace has, so I'll kind of show you what I'm talking about here, and maybe you guys can understand what I'm saying. Okay. So go for the gold, yeah. But let me do this here. I feel like if you're someone who is talented and you know what you're talking about, and what I mean by that is like you have a prior experience, you're going to start making money really fast. But if you're someone who's really new to the space and you're still building up that confidence, it's going to take you time. Right. So exactly what Crystal said. You have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 views before you can get monetized. That's absolutely true. But also, if you're looking at starting a YouTube channel and you want to get monetized, like I'll give you guys a for instance. My videos. What do you guys see when you look at my videos? Do you see I make about 300 views? 300 views each time. I think it's about 300 or 250 to 300 and something views each time. And right now, I'm making about 50 cents a video from what Google's giving me. And I think Google takes 30%, so I'm making about 40 cents from Google. So you'd have to have a pretty big channel to make a comfortable living from Google. You would generally be making most of your money, and I mean most of your money from PayPal, Cashapp, and different formats other than that. Yeah, you have to do something to stand out, and you can make it, so you won't make money from the videos or be able to have super chats until you get AdSense. Yes. But you can read for PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. Right. Yes, donations. Yep, it has to be through donations at first. But then you have people, okay, I'll give you an example. You have people like Ali's Tarot, Tyler's Tarot. There's a few others too. Those guys make a very comfortable living off of their AdSense, right? Rock, I gave you your reading, buddy. Remember? I said if they don't trust you, right, get out of that relationship. I'm not going to draw cards in that situation. If they do not trust you, it's not a relationship worth staying in. So, and I've said that I think 2 times now. So that's what I'm saying there. I'm not going to draw cards for that one. If they do not trust you, get out. Trust has to be there. It has to be in the relationship or else it will just fall apart. Okay. Definitely weird. You have an opinion, so you would stand out. And it's good. Opinions are good. You can do that to stand out. Going to the salon. Awesome. Awesome, Ling. We'll have a good one, okay? Hold on one second. You're welcome, Jason. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, Ling. I appreciate that. Let's look at that and see. And to answer your question, Jason, try it out and see. Try it out and see. Give it 3 months. Be posting videos on a regular basis. Give it 3 months and see what's going on there. Don't have unrealistic expectations. Go in thinking you're not going to make anything. There's not going to be any subscribers, and then be pleasantly surprised when people start following you. When you're first starting out, it's going to feel like you're kind of doing a lot and you're wearing many different hats. But eventually you get the hang of it and it becomes easier and easier to do. So give yourself slack when you're learning a new skill and when you're putting in the effort and the time. And it becomes streamlined and easier as time goes on. But at first it's going to be kind of difficult. So if you go in with those kinds of expectations, it's a lot easier to handle. Just don't be expecting it to like blow up and take off overnight. Unless you do something crazy and viral, which, I mean, it could happen, but don't count on it. I've done 600 videos and haven't gone viral yet, so not saying it can't happen. Just don't hope for that because you could be disappointed. Okay. I work for myself part-time, but that's not working out with my spending needs. I hear you, Shirley. So let's look. Will you get a job with one of these employers? Okay. Let's see what we can come up with here. Will you get a job with one of these employers? Ugh. Come on. But if you stick with it, I do believe you can make a comfortable living on YouTube. It takes time. I'm going to go to some horse shows this year and not as a spectator. That's not fun for you. Okay, because I read that as that's not fun for men, and I'm like, how should I take that sentence? But now I see that it's me with the rose at the end, so I got you. No, Rock, you didn't miss your turn. Like I said, I did give you your reading, though. I basically jumped you in front of the line. I gave you my prospect, you know. Yeah, so I basically bumped you in front of the line and did it that way. So you didn't miss your reading. But yeah, trust has to be there. That's the whole thing. If someone's accusing you, especially if there's no evidence and they want to be that way, you have to walk away from the situation, even if you're married to them, because they do not want to understand you. They don't want to hear your side of the story, and if that's the case, you cannot do anything in that situation until they want to hear what you have to say, Rock. So that's what I'm talking about. Okay. You're like, yeah, right. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this, Shirley and C. So, will you get an interview, or let's see. I want to see what you said again. I have 5 interviews coming up. Will you be granted a job by one of these employers? Let's look at that. Will Shirley be granted a job by one of these employers? So I'm not going to hold up the cards. I'll just tell you what I got. We have 4 of Wands in reverse, Queen of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, the Sun, and 6 of Swords. It's going to take you a minute for searching. You might not get the first one that comes up. Maybe you'll even get the 4th one that comes up because the Sun card is there for the 4th one. So you could have something coming up. You have 5 interviews, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay. So it could be maybe the 4th one you go to, there could be something, or it could be that there's just one of these options that works out, which is good. Thank you, Patty. That's very sweet of you. So that's what I'm seeing here. Honestly, it looks like, yeah, I do feel like you're going to get something from this, so I'm hoping that's exactly what happens. And thank you, Patty, again for doing that. I appreciate that so much. We will definitely grow this channel, if not through this, the Evolve Me platform, and through... Well, I've got some other ideas. I want to turn this channel into something different in the future, right? I just put 4 tulips down before you said that. Ooh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that, Shirley. So I think you're good, honestly. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, guys. Let me see here. Okay. Okay, Generous Magic says, I want to know if my... You're so welcome, Shirley. I want to know if my first love will reach out to me for some sort of reconcile. It was a very sad, tragic breakup, and I really hurt him. I reached out to him, but haven't heard anything as of yet. Okay. Well, that shows, Generous Magic, that shows that you're growing as a person when we realize we hurt people. That's sometimes a hard truth to accept, but you're probably still in a growing phase, still trying to understand life, still trying to do that, so... Don't be too hard on yourself, right? You can tap into my energy if needed. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. But let's see here. The way I view these kinds of things is kind of like this. You're 50. Okay, well... Okay, That maybe that doesn't go. That doesn't go for that. All right, if you're 50, you hurt somebody. I'll say it like this. Depending on what happened, which to me it sounded like it was, and you don't have to say what it is. I understand that can be personal. But depending on what happened, sometimes it's best to just have that be a lesson and move on rather than trying to get them going again, right? It's all good, just laughing. Hey, you're good. You're good. I get it. I do. But I view it as kind of like we learn lessons at different times, and I've had people reach out to me that have kind of screwed me over, and my response is that I don't respond back to them. I don't. Because a lot of times, the people that reach out to me to say they screwed me over, okay, that would make it so that that's very difficult, right? I'm sorry to hear that, Generous Magic. That's tough. That's really tough. But that's not, oh, thank you, Shirley. I appreciate that. Did they break up with you over what you just said? I'm confused. You said you really hurt them, and thank you for sharing your story, Generous Magic. That's really cool of you to do that. But, you broke up with him. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Let me look and see what we can find here. Given that the circumstances of this are a little different than what I was thinking. Okay, so that's what I meant. That's what I meant. You said you're super young. You said you're 50 now. So in that sentence there, that's what I mean. If we're younger and something happens, we don't know, right? So you say you're super young, you don't know. And that right there, when you said to admit you were even raped, which that is a very, very sensitive topic, right? That's a very sensitive thing. And to even go in your mind and say that this happened to me, a lot of times there is shame around those kinds of things because we feel like a person will take that out of context and be like, oh, no, this is something that happened to you, and this isn't something you should be ashamed of, right? But in society, that's been something that's been kind of the what's the word? That's been the stigma that's attached to that, even though you had nothing to do with that. Obviously, that's something that people don't understand. But yeah, so awful for me and also him. He was a wonderful guy. I didn't come to terms with it until my later 40s. Awful. Hey, Daisy. Right. And I don't want you, Generous Magic. I really don't want you to be, what you went through was something that was very difficult for you to go through. And right. Yeah. And that's true. PTSD hurts a lot of people besides the ones it's in the direct line of fire. Right. I get that. And it's difficult with those things. Do you feel, okay, let me ask you this, Generous Magic. Do you feel now that you're more, like you've kind of unwrapped these things and sort of understood them a little bit more, right? Hey there, Mac, how you doing? Chim had to leave. So I'm sorry if you came on here for Chim. Hold on. Good. And I want you to know now, you really didn't. What happened to you was not something that, yeah, it was not your fault. And obviously forgiving yourself, right? PTSD is a brain injury, not a character flaw. Yeah, I'll stay anyways. Okay, Matt, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're just, I'm going to do this reading here for Generous Magic, and then I think I'm going to be heading off here because me and Elena are going to watch our shows for the night. And so I look forward to it every night. Every Thursday night we have our paranormal shows that we watch together, and we just have a blast watching those. So, but I will say this. I'm going to draw some cards and look at this for you, Generous Magic. Thank you for coming on here and telling me your story. I know I was messed up. There was no other way I could have handled it. Not that I don't have any responsibility, but it's not a crystal clear thing. Sorry, Minor Man, it's not available right now. Which one's my favorite? I like, we watch Paranormal Caught on Camera and Ghost Adventures. And so I would say Paranormal Caught on Camera is my favorite, and her favorite too. So, Generous Magic, I was messed up. There's no other way I could have handled it. No, there isn't. There isn't any other way you could have handled it than how you handled it. And you said you're super young and you're 50 now. There wasn't as many resources back then talking about this kind of stuff as there is now. So you've forgiven yourself. There was not a lot of things you could have done back then, and therapy, doing those kinds of things and being more vulnerable and talking about the thing that happened to you is not something people can easily do, especially right after it happens. And so there's resources now, there's places now where people can go and we can look at these things. Yeah, and you had no idea. You had absolutely no idea. There's nothing wrong with how you handled that the way you did. I just want you to know that, Generous Magic. Nothing wrong with how you handled that because you didn't know, right? And I heard something, there's a quote by, oh man. Anyway, I'll say the quote, but it's, when we know better, we do better, right? Yes, I'm working with the VA now. Good, I'm glad. And hopefully they're helping you and they're giving you the resources that you need because I believe that's going to be very important. And the VA it can help people. Thank you. Tons of guilds I unloaded. Absolutely. And again, not your fault. Not your fault. And back then, especially back then, people looked at other people that were in those kinds of situations, being raped or PTSD, and they viewed it as them having something to do with it, which is so wrong because you didn't, right? You didn't have anything to do with that. It happened. And it's something that makes it so that the person who was already feeling bad about something is feeling even worse because now there's guilt and there's shame on top of it. And we need to get rid of that stigma. We need to get rid of that stigma 100%, you know? And the way we do that is by, well, talking about it. So you sharing your story is helping. And I appreciate that, Generous Magic. I do appreciate that. So let's look at this and see if there's a possibility here. And then, like I said, I'm going to take off, but thank you guys very much for coming on here, and thank you, Generous Magic, again for being vulnerable and sharing your story. Very much appreciated, my friend. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay. One more shuffle. There we go. And Generous Magic is wondering if there's going to be a reconciliation with this person. Let's see. Okay, here's what I've got, okay? We have 3 of Swords in reverse. We have Knight of Cups in reverse. But then we have this, 6 of Wands, okay? Which is a victorious card. So I'm going to say this. I feel like it might take this person a while to respond. It might take this person a while to, get back to you or understand what's going on. But I do feel like they will reach out to you. I don't know about reconciliation as in relationship, but I do feel like there could at least be a friendship or an acquaintanceship at least. And a way for you to let them know your journey, what you've been through. And I feel like that's what you want most of all. A relationship would be great too, but just to be able to tell your story to someone you feel like you hurt very badly, I feel like would be the most important thing for you, because you want this person to understand your story, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but again, it's not just about me. My heart broke for him once I was able to see it for its truth, and I don't need his forgiveness. I have such love for who he was and how he truly loved me. Absolutely. And you seem like someone who understands that. Yes, not necessarily a relationship. He was your best friend. I understand that. I do. I get that. Hey there, Ivory. I'm getting ready to go off here, but I will be back on tomorrow. I've got kind of a date night. Going to be watching some shows with my girlfriend, and so I told her I'd be done by 10:30, but that's what I'm getting for you, Generous Magic. I hope that helps. And I'll be back on here tomorrow, guys. 6 p.m. around that time. Sometimes I'm very late, and I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, so I will see you guys then. And thank you again, Generous Magic. I crushed him and cannot imagine this. And I was just... It's okay. It's okay. Remember, you forgave yourself for these things. You have to understand you need to let go of these burdens that you carry and that you're holding on to, Generous Magic, because it's hurting you, and it's making it so that it's harder for you to move on. Trust me, in the grand scheme of things, everything kind of flows. The things that we think are the worst things can flow. They can flow, and it's good. I will. Thank you, Generous Magic. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Everyone take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Toodaloo, ta-ta, and see you later.